even more bodies. How gauche.
Jag får stå på något sätt.
Ja?
De kör ju.
Ja?
De kör ju.
Ja, de kör det då.
Kör. Ringa på. Står då.
Ja.
Ringa.
Du kör det där.
Fy.
Ja, det är
Snarare.
Ja, men det är så du säger. Jag vet inte vad jag vill ha det.
وزير يا أخي.
Jag måste säga det.
أرغب لكم.
Nej, jag var pigga.
Rushida.
Rushida jag bort på exchange game.
Sebenarnya sebenarnya exchange.
Jag har gått på det.
Några grejer i mig. Det är exchange något annat där. Vilket är det som först det sebenarnya.
Jag vet att han var bra.
Det jag måste innan jag menar det
Att jag får det seriöst. Jag ska komma till det.
Ja, men jag känner inte det.
Sometimes cold reason is necessary. The heart of stone. It's quite realistic, isn't it?
The more realistic the heart, the more it gives me the freakers.
Archmagi truly are inscrutable creatures, aren't they?
One moment. Let's go.
That's done. Ciao. That's done. What, like it's hard?
Take a moment. One moment.
The village wanted so bad to do the right thing.
You're here for my Adra piece, aren't you? You can't have it.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, dearie.
I'll die without the Adra. Please, don't take it from me. I don't want to die. I don't remember anymore. I was in pain for so terribly long. But the Adra has kept me alive. Don't let them take it away. The other villagers. What if they take it? I'll
Do they even know we're here?
I told the other villagers I needed. Don't take the object, please. Is there no other way? Please.
But
If the village had been as sensible as you, they would have lived.
That poor man. Was he a real person once? Did all that happen to him?
Either way, I'd never want to be in his shoes.
Well, the better or worse. I can't wait to find out more.
Is it weird that I feel relieved that these statues are already broken?
I'm sure they go somewhere. Let's go see where. That's done.
One moment.
The village was on the verge of destruction, but still they argued.
How interesting. The way it stopped was like he's reaching out, begging.
Yeah, I see we split up. You all go that way, and I'll make sure the way back to the exit is clear.
Oh, don't fret. It'll all be worth it.
Those stone pieces we found look like they'd fit on that statue.
This must be the statue mentioned in the story. Look, it's even missing its heart, hand, and head, which is exactly what we have. Let's take another look at that book of yours. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come. And the village could not make a decision to save itself. Yes, but we have all we need. The villager we saw, he's the decision they couldn't make. He was dying, and they couldn't accept it, not even to save themselves. And so, everyone perished, because they made the mistake of having a heart. Life can drive us to make painful choices, This is fascinating. This is more...
Now I'm wondering why a statue needs power.
Perhaps, but it might also send us somewhere else. Clearly, we can't physically move ourselves up to Ringgrim's tower. But magically? That could be a different story. With the Ardra pieces connected to this? Ringgrim said that if we could do what the village could not, what if this statue was meant to move us from here to there? Exactly right. Ardra's powerful stuff, and it's known for transporting souls. Usually to the wheel, but the theory's the same. Well, what are you waiting for? Put the pieces... I don't understand how you are so calm. Ready or... We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick, put them in. Oh, I want to see how all of this works. Off we go.
I'd offer advice, but once we're in there, all my experiences make sense.
We're going into an Archmage's tower. It'll all be fine. Oh, at least exciting.
One moment.
Oh, you made it. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph. It's all right in business to read.
One moment.
Oh, look at the three of you. It's like something out of a book. A godlike of an unknown deity, a flute-carrying scout, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable.
Well, now that we're done with the formality of defeating the skeleton.
So, the parable still had weight. You were still made to think. As was I. I've never seen a godlike with your appearance before. What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle? Indeed. Omelets need shattered eggs, after all. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones. Oh, you have permission to be wrong. As long as you understand, I don't care about any one individual. More than anything, the whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand? For conversation with me, primarily. Most people find it difficult to relate to an archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path. Somehow I don't think that's happening. The Death Guard might certainly try, but... no. I came to the Living Lands because this plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. I'm fascinated by the implications. What about you is so special that you can enter the ruins and I cannot? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it. Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go! Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. If there's anything of interest there, I imagine you'll find it. A good question, with possibly worrying answers.
Severing Adra like this requires mass amounts of essence. The souls of thousands offered up for a singular purpose.
Who knows how many were sacrificed to sever an entire continent? And why? I do intend to find out, though. A little, yes. Mostly I'm just pleased that there are still things I'm ignorant of. It's gotten so tedious of late. My thanks in return, godlike. It's not often that I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe. I'm sure. Yes, it was. Not many meet one of us archmagi these days. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
Oh, lovely. I'm sure she could use an Orlan corpse to add to her collection.
There's no shame in ignorance, Envoy. Only a denial of such. Either way, I do know where they are. The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave.
Look at all these books. Do you think she'd let me borrow some?
Shh. This is a delectable paragraph.
One moment.
Didn't imagine it. Ringgrim liked me. And my spellcraft. And she gave me her grimoire. Look. Isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? We cut it close, but it paid off. With Ringgrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
Are we actually ahead of Ludwig for once? I'm not familiar with this feeling.
Then there's no time to waste. I must prepare for Naku Kubel. As must you.
You have something on your mind. Oh, she was incredible. A self-employed researcher working to further her own interests, answering to no one. Not that I'm overlooking her arrogance or her disdain for the lives of others. What inspires me is her persistence. More importantly, she confirmed my suspicion. The living land sits atop a closed system of Adra. If nothing else, it's good to find someone who believes in your work. It's a little early to say for certain, but maybe I haven't completely wasted my time. I've been thinking, a closed system might explain a few things. Imagine souls passing through Adra. They die here and they're reborn here, over and over. After so many lifetimes, the Adra grows dense, full of life and wisdom, fear and pain, with nowhere to go. A quaint but accurate simplification. Such an environment would be rich with essence, messy, but full of potential for something or someone to grow. Maybe that's how they started, in their most primordial form. Anyway, it's just... Until next time.
Look at those stars. They always seem brighter out here. Take the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.
Trådde om skit.
Let's not do that again. Let's stay out of Archmage's domains from now on. Sure, we made it out alive, but that outcome felt out of my hands more than I'd... Right. I'm trying. All I'm good at is surviving, under specific conditions that make sense to me. When things don't make sense, what am I supposed to do? Just hope it all works out? Right. I wish I had thought of that. Anyway, I'm glad to be out. If I must.
I've been trying to sort my thoughts since we left her domain. We met Ringrim. The Ringrim. Master illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi. And we impressed her. She even offered to make me her apprentice. It was overwhelming. I can still feel my heartbeat. It doesn't feel real. But it is. Oh, Andres Titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fjord. And what about my study of the godless? Oh, you even learned their proper name. I can't believe you listened. You'll make me cry at this rate. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now. I don't want to give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy. What would you do? I know. That's the whole issue. I've learned magic through my own means, reading and studying on my own.
Oh, gods. I'll stick with the secret sleeping god that whispers who knows what in our leader's head, thank you very much.
Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act. Now, if you'll excuse me. We really must stop meeting like this. People will talk. Always a pleasure.
That's all.
All the dead bodies around. It's cute.
Sounds like they were dead already. Maybe. They just didn't know it yet. One moment. Watch yourselves. Good way to go.
At least you took care of those bastards. Glad I got to see some vengeance served. Don't know why you're here, stranger, but I'm grateful you are. Wait, Naoki sent you? Of course he did. He will be the one to make it out. Well, you can tell him we're all dead. Soon enough it'll be true. We arrived at the cave last night, made camp, and it all went downhill from there. Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki, trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
Yes, because there was no fighting force better to save the city than 5 untrained civilians.
Someone had to do it. The guards are stretched thin, and with all of the dream claws, there aren't many willing to go looking for trouble. Look, after what happened in Fior, we had to make sure it didn't happen here. The Zorobs were our first official mission. That's not true. We practiced by the dock and ran drills together. Captain Ruiki even had an old book of battle tactics.
A book? That changes everything.
Private Naoki was on watch, but I guess he fell asleep because the scaly bastards ambushed us. It was a massacre. Most died then. The rest ran off in all different directions, screaming. Naoki must have gotten away in the chaos. The gods have a cruel sense of humor, Saint Jacinth. Private Naoki is a fool and a coward. Since we left Thirdborn, he's been running his mouth. The town's been talking about nothing but Fior and the Dream Scourge. I think it got to him.
It crawls into our mind as it crawls into theirs.
It's probably why he was the first one out, because it was all sudden and real. Even if the captain had been acting weird lately, there were 1,000 better reasons for it. No, Captain Ruiki was, if you don't believe me, check. If anything, here, take my badge. I don't have long. Please, understand.
It's weird that a soldier's entire life comes down to these tiny badges.
Would it help if the badges were larger?
Badges were larger? Maybe if they were made of gold. What do you think?
Here we go.
Hello again. Have you found anything? Oh. I should be surprised. Hello again. Oh. Hello? Oh. You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you. Hopefully these will help their families see it easier. Oh! 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 It's... Oh!
Oh, my mic was on.
Hello again. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened? What? No, that isn't my fault. Look, I don't know what you think you know, or what he told you, but I know what I saw. The captain had been acting weird for days. She was giving orders to people who weren't there, yelling at us over nothing. Not just the captain either. Manu was jumpier than usual. Kiri seemed compelled to echo our words back to us. Even Sergeant Asui began muttering to himself. It was more than just stress. I'm not some idiot who can't tell the difference. Everyone was sick. And it was only a matter of time. I think I would know if I was sick, okay? Someone had to leave and let the others know what happened. Look, you either believe me or you don't. I am not a coward. A swarm of Zords attacked in the dead of the night. What was I supposed to do, huh? Stick around and die? I'm not a coward! There was no other option. Take it back. That's it.
How are you holding up? I'd never met Naoki. Asui arrived a few months before I left Thirdborn. I knew their squad mates better. Ruiki was a ship's carpenter with the Rawatine Navy years ago. Came from a military family, but she never saw much combat herself. Manu was a deckhand on a pirate ship. Stopped in Thirdborn with his crew to resupply and never left. I don't think piracy suited him. Kiri, he was a sweet kid. Born shipboard to a mercenary captain who left him here and never came back. For the longest, I thought that was for the best. Me too. Most of all, I'm sorry I wasn't here to better prepare them.
This wasn't your fault.
Because there weren't enough seasoned Thirdborns in dire... I can take watch.
There's my favorite. Sweet dreams, envoy.
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff. Oh, you're back.
Thank you for returning. I wish I could say I didn't actually need your help, but I do. Some young idiot thirdborners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region because of course they would. And now, predictably, they're missing. Any real soldier would know the worst crime against his brothers in arms is desertion. He should have stayed with them to the end. I'll make sure these badges are given to the surviving families. Give me the news. I just want this sordid story over with. Now the crops are destroyed. Gods!
Oh, hey, envoy.
Kai, you've killed people before.
Good evening to you, too. And, yeah.
Have you ever been haunted by one of them?
Well, the first has always stayed with me. This was in Deadfire. We were boarded by valiant privateers in the dead of night. One moment, I'm asleep, and the next, I'm staring down the barrel of a pistol. It misfired, and I ran him through before he could try again. But I'll never forget the look in his eyes as the light faded out of them. Is that what you wanted to know?
Oh dear, not exactly. When I said haunted, I meant, have you ever seen a ghost before?
Once, at sea, I heard moaning coming from the ship's lazarette. Never went down there again.
Noted, thank you. Do you need to talk about, you know, the dead privateer? Because I have time.
I think I just need a drink.
One moment.
We'll get them next time, dear. ability required to make such a barrier. It's remarkable.
We have to move. Don't forget this place is lousy with dream thrones. Well, that was fun. Glory in the brush! One moment.
Disturbs us. There in the eyes! Impaled in the guard!
Quit moving!
They're off! Rising shadows! Move them!
That's a lot of dream thrones. What's going on here?
The branch breaks.
Spear in the eye!
They're off! Move them!
One moment.
I've dreamt of exploring Nagakubel for years, to find out what happened to the godless who built this and why they vanished. Of course, but we can take a little look around, since we're here already, can't we?
We've seen these things before, Naku Tadak. Any idea what they are?
These are magfolk. They're often found in many godless ruins, but they are definitely not godless. No one knows where the magfolk came from. Only that they seem to be in constant conflict with the godless. Godless ruins are filled with magfolk remains, but no records of them exist in Akedan lore. I don't think the godless did well against the magfolk.
Looks like the godless took a few with them.
Years. Blood like a fountain. No quarter. Nothing spared.
Wait. Did the voice in your head just talk? What did it say? Perhaps more. It's impossible to know the true count. Anything of historic importance is often blood-soaked. Are you ready? We're entering one of their holiest places. Who knows what we'll find? Okay. Got my wand, got my grimoire. Let's go. Worthan Roth.
Right. I admit, that was perfect.
We remember. They loved and we loved in return. We are nearly free now.
Could we find some shade? I'm stuck in a fur. Quite a change from Emerald Stair, isn't it?
We remember. They loved and we loved in return.
Let's go!
Not used to look at that Audra. What else might be here?
The heart of the Akita beats. Our veins stir. You are close. Seek the ancient kith who dwell here. They will show you the way. The heart.
Brambles! How did you... Oh, and someone's here now. No one's ever in the ruins.
You don't belong here. Why have you come? What business do you have in this place? Tell me, before I strike you down. The gardener grows and grows and grows their reach still, I see.
The gardener? That must be how the ancient Akidans referred to their god, to stop it all.
I am Numena, Tebaro Senakis, and guardian of the Akita and the living lands. They came swarming, relentless, these juggernauts. So many they stole the heat from the stars. They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our kin. And the sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Oh, I know this. You speak of the Magfolk.
Yes, Story Seeker. Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us. We would have offered them everything, just to save some piece of us. But they did not speak. The Deathbringers were only there for the slaughter. Our words were burned. Our buildings were broken. Anything that was of Akida, they destroyed.
That's why there are no records, no histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our gardener.
Trapped. A sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this. The memory, it scorches our wounds. The light, it blinded us. Why were we so afraid?
The gardener quickens. This hastens our fears. The gardener was afraid, yes. They were terrified. That was all they saw. Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akita wants more slaughter still. So our gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
We wait. They know. They understand. Why do they hinder you?
When the gardener calls, there is survive these trials. First is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient dead, and earn the right to face the second. You saw, but she fell. Go.
Understudies, We just spoke to an ancient Akedan! Bone dust in my fur.
Glad that's over. One moment.
That ghost called you a Tebaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akida called their godlikes. This mural looks idyllic, doesn't it? Sabadal is helping the Akidans grow and flourish. They seem happy. Reading later, but it looks like notes from the architect. It seems Nakukubel was divinely inspired, so it's Sabadok's fault we got lost over there. them to give us a little break, isn't it?
Take a moment to rest up. They'll be back soon enough. One moment.
That's the last of it. So much for the first try. On to the second. Door open. And another ghost.
You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall with us. Why have you come here? The mag folk sought the gardener too. Our gardener knew what the mag folk would do. The waters.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How did we do this? We bleed, they bleed, the magfolk. We cannot rewrite.
There were so few of us left when the magfolk were at our door. How could you know of this? Yes. Their ways are not the ways of people. We will know the breadth of your
I told you we shouldn't come in here. pretty sure I said that out loud.
Trial of the mind. I wonder if there's a clever trick to it.
One moment.
Oh, just find the right rhythm and we'll be through in a flash. The Echidans are being less welcoming than I hoped.
Just as welcoming as I expected.
They must be trying to protect their gardener. Still, this feels hostile.
Right. It would be great if a gang of lost spirits brought us a nice loaf of bread or something for a change.
Looks like a list of building materials. Probably for Naku Kubel itself.
You bear our gardener's mark. Somehow you've proven to have strength and wit. We now see what you represent. We know the truth of you. We cannot risk you causing another calamity. You know of this. Imana's brethren were mistaken. But we would know what's best for our gardener. We understand what they are. No more words. You have not earned the right. Finish your last trial. You come as a supplicant.
I am feeling less welcome here by the minute.
Of course, these trials require a leap of faith.
You bear our gardener's mark.
The gardener has grown roots into the Outlander.
What do you truly seek with our God?
Outlander.
Keep your eyes open in there. Feels like it's about to get weird.
Somehow you bested our trials. Like vermin, you persist.
Like vermin, you endured. You kept your head.
You live where worthier souls have fallen. But your journey ends here.
Soil hardens. Hesitation. Why do they smell fear? They are here to be found. Why? Why will they not free us?
This is where you die.
So
Come and get it!
That's all right.
Look to your left!
Get it together, Longwood.
Quit moving!
Never seen an Akedan device like this. These mechanisms, they mark the locations of important sites. It's a map.
Ever closer. We must speak of this.
All that for a map? Oh, wonderful.
Don't rush me, dearie. Akedan isn't easy to translate, you know.
So close. We reach. Find us in the Adra.
Your gods said hello, didn't they? Go on then, deal with them. I need time to translate.
One moment. Go talk to your secret god, envoy. I don't think the Dream Thralls will let you take your time.
Come, we yearn for answers. You are here. You heard us in the roots. You seek the garden. You know the way. But the Jabaru Sinakis, they turn from you. How can this be? Surely they would welcome you as kin, grafted from the same root. Ungrateful! They forget what we have done for them, how we loved them. We were theirs, and they were ours, and we told them to protect the wild and the green. In return, we promised to protect them, and we were true. Always, we protected them. We will not remember. Do not question us. Blame slips between the bones like a blade. We lived in harmony. Then they came with metal bodies and murderous intent. We tried to stop them. We did not want them to die. We loved them. We tried. We loved them so much. We did not cause pain. The spirits lie. We love them most. They twist our words. We will show you. Let us offer you another gift. A seedling of power. We will show you our favor. Wait. An intruder. The wire. A razor in our throat. Stop her! We writhe. We bleed. She brings the purging fire at her back. She comes to trap us. Send her out!
Wake up! Wake up! What happened? Are you all right? What did you do?
Well, while you were daydreaming, the Audra pillar started shaking. I figured they're not supposed to do that.
You can't hear all the dream thralls trying to get in now. What happened with Stop It All? Once we get past all these dream thralls, I'll be excited to see what scares them. They're flooding the area, so the map points us to Galawain's tusks. We'll find the way to the garden there. We just have to find a godless tower on the southern coast.
No, not a chance. Worst idea I ever heard. You ready for a fight? Here we go.
Twister, leave before you worsen the situation.
Ruins.
Overgrown with corruption. Should burn it out before it spreads.
You're a child playing at being a hero. You understand none of the forces at work here.
has overstepped their authority.
I don't know how to explain this. This is not a problem to solve with cannons or steel.
Right as rain. I'm not used to quiet.
Envoy, I hope you found what you were looking for. Because those ruins are about to be a distant memory. And the Dream Scourge. Yet you walked away unscathed. Fascinating. This is a spring from which the Dream Scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of the island.
No, a cleansing fire. Poison or cure?
The same poison we burned out of Fure Messiverno. Stand by my side, and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge. And at Sapadal. We cut off an infected limb. Nothing more. I'd been watching you, Envoy. You, who survived when so many godlike fell. I even asked the gods what made you so remarkable. And the burned queen opened my eyes to what you are. We knew the chaos of the living lands had an origin. How could I have known that you were its offspring? Different wars on the same battlefield. There are two plagues in the living lands. Help me destroy one, and the other will follow.
Ashes. Nothing of the Akita will remain.
We may not burn out the Dream Scourge here, but we can burn out its symptoms and take the fight to your patron.
Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Is her first instinct always to destroy stuff and hope that fixes things?
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the living land.
Another reason why they should be destroyed. Sapadal is dangerous, but an archmage is more unpredictable by far. No. It's ours to decide. And without you, Sapadal can do nothing to stop us.
That's all well and good. I wish I cared. Kill Sapadal if you must, but do it some other way. You'll leave Naku Kubel alone.
Seems simple to me. Dream Thralls in the ruins, destroy the ruins. All those Dream Thralls are put to rest.
Stomp your feet as much as you like.
You forget your place.
And I will end you, Inquisitor. I will seal your unlife in ice for an eternity. Do not for a moment think that you possess any power here. You, and more importantly, your people, will regret all of it.
I think you give her too much credit. But the lives of my soldiers are on the line. So be it.
I'm afraid only one of us is lovingly remembered by history.
I have an alternate solution.
I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt.
Don't make me separate your skin from your muscle. I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the living lands. It will isolate the dream-scourged essence and halt the creation of new dream thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwig from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. It's also what you may call a large one. Severing the Adra will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence, which, well, will result in a few deaths.
A gentle sleep. One moment day, the next a poppy's dream to carry them to the Garden of Night. They would feel no pain.
I'm so very glad you recall. Yes, exactly. Very concisely put. You also will not enjoy hearing that it may cost a few dozen deaths. Possibly even 100. There is no control over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the dream scourge.
Ringrim is one of the smartest people alive. If she says this is the way, it's hard to argue. No matter how much we might want to.
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic limb, so to speak.
She would sacrifice the very people we're trying to save, and for what? Not even to destroy the Dream Scourge. Merely to slow it down.
Destroying the ruins and killing the dream thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwig's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more. If such an alternative existed, I'd have suggested it already. So long as the Dream Scourge exists, more people will become infected, and the infected will take more lives.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you, Envoy. I want to show you something. I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, gladly. Sapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice. The mask is my true face, my covenant with my goddess. The obligation I chose. An avowed servant of a higher power, much like you. Imagine it, Envoy. Was there ever a godlike who stood tall against their own creator? Envoy. We have an obligation to... Whatever you do, make sure the decision is yours, not theirs. Sapadal will poison your judgment if you let them. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet...
I suppose she knows a few things about cruelty.
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good? Perhaps not. But one of these solutions will bring an end to the matter in Shatterscarp. Remember the village and the statue it could... None of our lives matters. Now choose. Destroy the ruins and the Dream Thralls, or sever the Adra and end the...
She toys with you with innocent lives, while I offer only...
You're deciding the fate of dozens, and you're asking me. I am honored, Envoy, but I am not the right one to ask.
Good people die either way.
Call it an experiment. To see if a mortal can think of futures beyond one's lifetime. And be less sentimental than the village about its statue. Also, I rather loathe the Inquisitor. She's far too used to getting her own way.
Ideological and self-absorbed. You hold a blade to the throat of my soldiers, but that's no excuse for wasting my time. Envoy, I hate to be in this position, but it...
Oh, what a relief. You really scared me there, Envoy.
Not sure exactly what that means, but it doesn't sound good.
So be it. Sapada.
Rune, strengthen the living leaves. We twine.
Attune your soul to Sapadal to assist my focus on the Adra. You're the only one who can do that part. And Yatsley, come, help me. I think you'll enjoy this. Marines of Klapan, Ed Marslante. Godlike. Speak with me a moment. You and your...
Why are we deferring to that maniac Ringgrim? Ugh.
I don't trust this heathen magic.
I am delighted to have been right. We've dealt with the Dream Scourge. Now that I know this was all because of a new god flailing in their cage, the Living Lands is no longer of interest to me. I'm sure she will try. She seemed quite incensed when she left. But that is for you to... However, you have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone. Should you wish to return with me, the rest of the circle do not often visit. You, however...
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? You want me to... Wow. That would be... amazing. But I have to think about it. At the very least, the Envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally
Yes. My work will still be there, whatever you decide. It will be some months, but be clever, Godlike.
What is done is done. Do not waste your breath justifying it to me. Countless innocent lives cut. Make no mistake. At least now I have a better... And that is what she was. Envoy, need I remind you why the Emperor sent you? To burn out. If you and Heelgard are too spineless or step. Pure Messiverno was already the... A word of warning, Envoy. You and I allowed you to dictate the terms of this meeting. I won't make that mistake twice. The Steelgarroth won't be far behind. One more thing, Envoy. I know what happened to Captain Alfear. You fought valiantly, and she fell in disgrace.
Quick note, it's not a great survival plan.
No.
Tell your... Leave. We're done here.
No progress without sacrifice. Some magic makes them fiendish.
There's a few trees to save the forest.
We need to talk. You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why.
He's right, Kai. Reengrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she is. The twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
Kai, let's be honest. None of us are walking away from this with a clean conscience. But unless someone makes the tough decisions, that means living with a...
Right. Getting killed by monsters is one thing, but turning into one...
We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison. Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp. How much do you really know about Ad? Very good. We severed the Adra and Naku Kubel to slow down. That would be putting it lightly. The souls of the dead who go looking for a passage to the beyond will have nowhere to go. They'll be lost in darkness. Some will find their way to an Adra pillar, far from Shatterscarp. But others could wander this land for centuries. Possibly. Probably. Eventually. Try as we might to help others, we won't always succeed. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. As do I. We both deserve a little peace. And if the world will not give it to us, then we'll just find it in each other. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question? Much appreciated. Something about Inquisitor Ludwine has been getting to me. She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual? But what about you, her kinsman? When you rejected Ludwine's offer, she wasn't surprised. As though she saw it coming. Ludwine clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Get some rest. Pleasant dreams.
Envoy, we need to discuss what you did in the ruins. I just hope we made the right decision. Those ruins are priceless, and I don't know that I'll ever Usually, I know the... I know. Things have been... I was able to ask questions and get... Perhaps you'll pick a better specialty next time. Most historians have only hoped to speak with past lives through animants, but to go through the... Fascinating. I can't... Well... But do return if you think of any other Tired already, Uncle?
Hope the... Shake the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.
So, we found a map to the garden. Now we see how accurate those ancient godless cartographers could possibly be. Not sure how helpful that map will be, really. There's probably a reason no one's been to the garden in centuries. No one I'm aware of. Legend says the founder of Solace went there once, but there's no proof. I figure either it's a complete dud and there's nothing really there, or we all lose our minds the second we show up. Either way, was it worth it? Who knows? And that's all that matters, I guess. Let's go. Anyway. Thanks for talking. Listen, that back there, I know you passed 3 trials. Huh. I mean, it's not that I didn't enjoy tromping around in the ancient death trap, but I really do hope this was the last time. Not before I've done some reading.
How could they? Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Tabaran. Blood on the wire. Roots like a wall. We only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many. The burned queen. Yet still, they should have. But you are here. Words like bile. Sleep now.